It's time for our Aflac trivia question. Who was the only Texas quarterback ever picked in the first round of an NFL draft? We'll give you one hint. He threw 2 no-hitters for the Longhorns baseball team. In fact, folks, he went to Austin on a baseball scholarship. Only Texas quarterback drafted in the first round. Second down and 10. 11 now after the loss. Play fake. Sprint left, throw underneath, incomplete for the fullback that time, Matt Trissel, and he was in effect a safety valve as Sims was sprinting hard to the left. That brings up 3rd and 11 here, Gary.
But Sims has been good in the pocket with protection, playing zone against this Texas fine receivers and that quarterback. I think you're in trouble. I think you'll see Mike Stoops, Brent Venables, the 2 coordinators for Oklahoma, start to come after Sims. They can't handle him when he's throwing the ball.
I think Venables is saying, go get him. 3rd down, 11. Texas empties the backfield. Not much protection if OU can get there. Here they come. Hit on the release. Incomplete.
That's your only chance. That's your only chance against this guy.
So it's a field goal time for the young kicker for the Longhorns. Number 7, Dusty Mangum on the field, the freshman from Mesquite, Texas. Duncan has missed one already for OU, and now Mangum will attempt to put him ahead. Trahan is the holder. Here's your 35-yard attempt. This for the lead. Blocked. Off to the side. Scooped up by Oklahoma. Out to the 39-yard line. The block punt by Andre Woolfolk, who has an interception and a blocked field goal. What a start for number 17.
That kick was very low, though. That kick was no more than 8 feet off the ground. Watch Woolfolk coming inside. The kick, whoa, he's got some nice elevation there, doesn't he? I think it was going to go left anyway as he hooked it low. But that penetration in Woolfolk, who's starting out with a brilliant football game, I think Brent moving him to defense full time has really freed him up to be the athlete that everyone at Oklahoma knows he is.
The next personnel mistake that Stoops and his staff makes will be their first personnel mistake.
And Hibble's in the game.
Man, do they understand talent. First down with Hibble back in the gun. Johnson was almost there, and it is dropped at the 45. That ball was dropped by Antoine Savage, the big playmaker of a week ago against Kansas State. But folks, number 11, he was bearing down on the quarterback.
He was, Nate Hibble, and you saw him trying to throw on the sideline. Could barely lift his left arm. Now, don't underestimate how important that is to get your strength in the throw. That left side pulls that right arm through. We'll see. Texas doesn't try to come after him and get him more punishment.
Second down and 10.
Here it comes.
Got him on the release, and he had to bounce it, and the Horns are bringing heat.
See, when he tries to throw backing up now, he just does not have the arm strength. He's going to have to step into every throw and use his legs to give him strength, and that's why I think Carl Reese will say, I'm coming at you. It's like having a boxer woozy. You got to keep going after him and not let him get off the mats.
There's no question he is hurt. Only 3 of 9.
And now Oklahoma and Gino and Chuck Long, a former quarterback, have to make an important decision as to whether this guy's just being too courageous and they need to get another quarterback in the game.
Trips to the left, but a timeout.
I don't think he can do it.
Hibble.
I don't think he can do it.
There's some pain out there on the field, and Hibble calls a timeout. We'll take a break. For either one of these football teams this year, and that's how this one's unfolding. It has been a terrific football game so far, and you talk about hitting down there in the trenches. 3rd down and 10. Now Hibble. Gene on the release, but he still completed it. Mark Clayton at the midfield stripe for a first down, and Hibble is rocked again, but he courageously throws, and now he's headed off to the sideline.
That's one of the best throws I've ever seen. One of the best throws I've ever seen. A guy that's playing with one arm. Watch this. Coming right in at him, bearing down. He throws that ball, gets slammed to his left shoulder as he throws it. What a play. This guy was a golfer. What's going on here is Jason White is back in the football game.
Marcus Tubbs knocked him out of the game. Now Jason White with the inside handoff, and Griffin squirts to the 46-yard line. So here's our Pacific Life game summary. Let's feature number 17 has started both ways, but today just at the corner. First he intercepted Chris Sims. Then he elevated to block the field goal attempt by Mangum. This is a guy headed for a big career in the NFL. A 6'2" corner. You put him on Randy Moss all night long, and you say he belongs to you, big fella. Second down and 6. White, and he got it again. And Mark Clayton reaches for another first down. Now it's Jason White being rocked that time.
Well, Jason White was in a battle with Nate Hibble before this year for the starting job. It wasn't but a couple weeks before the season started that Hibble was named the starter. So White believes in himself, obviously made a tremendous read on that one, hitting Clayton. And Clayton's emergence, I think number 9, the freshman, has allowed Woolfolk to move the defense full time.
He's out left with Mackey. Inside the Horns 40. White moving the team, nothing doing. Coming in was Philip Geiger. And Geiger makes the stop.
If it looks like Texas has a bunch of little corners on the field, there's Geiger right there is going to move around and then slash in there just as the snap goes. He's on block. That's part of that scheme, that 3-4 scheme that Texas is using. If it looks like Texas has about 6 corners in the game, they got 6 corners in the game. That's what they all were. They've been moved some to safety, but everyone back there is an athlete who was a former cornerback when he started his career at Texas.
Only Brooks is back in center field as a lone safety for the Horns. On second down, in a foot race, throws complete again. And there is Mark Clayton, the redshirt freshman from Arlington, Texas, a homecoming, doing the job. That's 10 more yards. And D.D. Lewis was closing in on the quarterback that time. All right. Who was the only Texas quarterback ever picked in the first round now of an NFL draft. Remember, he threw those 2 no-hitters. Folks, you remember him. He's one of the all-time greats, a Hall of Famer. One of our heroes, Bobby Lane, 1947, 3rd pick by the Chicago Bears. And, of course, his greatest days were as Gary Danielson's hero up in Detroit.
Number 22.
Then over to Pittsburgh. 3rd down and 3. Short of the first down because of a great tackle by Nathan Vasher on Mark Clayton.
I'll tell you, Jason White is playing brilliantly. He's falling out of the pocket. He's showing great athletic skills. I think this might be one that Oklahoma goes for right here. It would be about a 48-yard field goal. It'll be 4th and about a long 2 or 3 yards, and it looks like they are. How about Jason White stepping up at this time and doing what he has done? He's been brilliant.
He looks good, doesn't he, Gary?
Yes, he absolutely does.
They need 2, the Sooners do. They're going to reach the 28, and the timeout is called. Good time to take one. Can't afford a mistake right here. White and the Stoop staff will talk it over. Timeout. On drive summary, OU behind their backup quarterback Jason White, 31 yards in 8 plays in almost 4 minutes. Here's your 4th and 2.